Hey everybody. So I stayed up until like 3 in the morning last night trying to come up with a cool idea for today's video. Okay, let's do it, people. Let's do it. Hey guys, you remember that flamingo I had that my sister got me? It's been 72 hours. Let's go see how it went. Okay guys, here's the thing. If I ever want to teach my kids patience for 72 hours, this is what I'm gonna get them. Disgusting pig. This doesn't even look like a flamingo. Oh God! What Ew! Why is this like made out of cement? This is a rubber flamingo, and it's dead already. I haven't even opened it up or anything yet. It's okay, you're fine, you're fine. How did this happen? I took him out of the cup, and he's already been decapitated. From what? I fixed him, man. Dude, tape does wonders. Oh, he broke his neck. Oh.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows?
Man, oh well, it was worth a shot. So as I mentioned before, I was actually up until 3 a.m. It was a total accident. I was like, oh, I have this really good idea for a video tomorrow. And I just kept writing away, and then eventually I looked at the time and it was 3:03. Yeah, so I went to bed. So I was thinking today about making a vlog, but then I was like, what if I did a vlog about how I vlog? It all just felt like super meta in my mind. Also, it was probably like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. But yeah, so that's the video today. How do I, Shai Mizrahi, on Fluffy Flamingos, how do I vlog? That requires certain things to tell you, like what kind of gear do I use? What are the steps and the processes that I take in order to get this setup, etc. I have lots to tell you. So the first thing I would advise you to do is to grab a notebook. Well, I've done a couple of vlogs and a couple of videos where I talk about this concept, so I'll make it fast. But essentially, grab a notebook. This is my script. I've been using it the whole time, and I will be using it the whole time. All of this right here, those are all my ideas, all my concepts, all my critiques on myself. This notebook is my holy grail for correcting myself and making more videos. Content should I make? I have an idea to make this video. Last night until 3 a.m. I was writing in this thing. Small ideas may seem small at first, but if you actually stick around and wait for it to mature, you can have a very big idea and a very great idea. Having a notebook like this with all my ideas is very concise for me to have an actual path leading me through my thought process. I can always go back to the idea and embellish it more. It's very useful to have a notebook like this. If you ever have an idea and you don't want to lose it, just pull out your notebook and you're all set. You guys know what? I actually heard it's gonna snow on Thursday. You guys know me, I absolutely despise snow. I hate touching it, I hate feeling the cold. The only thing I'll ever do with snow is film it. I won't sled, I won't ski. I've done both and I just hate it. I don't like it at all. I hate the snow, absolutely, 100%. But I do also love filming the fall weather, all the new colors and everything. Beautiful. I'm actually gonna go film some B-roll of the fall weather right now, of all those beautiful leaves and everything. I don't even know if it's starting to turn color yet. It might, because like fall just started like a week ago, officially. I wanna film like cool leaves and stuff, but winter's already like coming way too early. Like fall has barely started and winter's trying to roll in on his stuff, you know? So I'm just gonna go film outside so that way I can actually remember when it was nice out before dreaded winter comes in and ruins my entire season. I'm standing outside the window. I'm standing outside Okay guys, so here's the thing about vlogging. There's no definitive rules, no guidebook, no blanket statements, nothing of that sort. There's no book that says if you do these things, you will 100% become YouTube famous in 2 days, the end. That doesn't exist. I've said this before, but it solely relies on you and your personality. Not interesting activities such as activities like skydiving in Costa Rica or swimming with sharks in Asia. Those ideas, those activities are good for, extreme content, but people only watch those vlogs because they know the vlogger. The way that they go about skydiving in Costa Rica or swimming with sharks in Asia. It's not about what they're doing, it's about how they're doing it. The vlogger's sole purpose in the video is to take the viewer on a journey that will forever be memorable. They may not always be successful, but that is their main goal, is to make a video that someone will be imprinted with. You just need to find a way that fits your persona and how you can project it to the audience that way. Okay guys, so take me for example. Where are we? We are literally in my living room talking about how to vlog. I'm not out in the world teaching how to identify a fossil. I'm just in my house having a good time talking to the camera. I'm sure you guys have a bedroom or a living room or something where you can just set up a tripod or a camera and just talk to it. That is literally all I'm doing right now. I'm gonna take out my phone for a second so I can show you something. I'm gonna get as meta as it gets. This right here, guys, this is my setup. I have a light on top, my Canon 60D. There I am. Hi guys. Woohoo. And then there's on the side of my light, that's my microphone. On my person, that's the microphone that I'm using on my lapel right here. That's all it is, it's not much, just the tripod, my camera, a certain light, and then a certain background, and then the microphone. The only thing that's missing from that is what am I gonna talk about today? What do I wanna talk about? Right now I'm using the iPhone, as you guys can clearly see in the camera. But what I'm saying is that the iPhone is a powerful tool and you guys don't need a fancy camera like I'm using right now. The 60D is great, but so is the iPhone. Just find somewhere to place your iPhone and just talk about your topic or film your topic and you're set. Cooper, oh my goodness. You're so loud when you go to sleep, man. I gotta spin in so many circles. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that point of view. So that's the meta stuff I want to talk about, but now for the technical stuff. We're gonna talk about a couple of tips that can actually help you improve your vlogging if you already are a vlogger and are looking to improve your content. And we're also gonna talk about gear, and that's about it. Okay, so let's talk about gear. Okay, so I know in this vlog that I'm talking about how to vlog. So to do so, as I said earlier, I need to show you my equipment, talk about what I use and what I don't use, why I use certain things. So let's do it. So there's one thing that I'm really picky about is audio. The audio right now isn't the greatest. There's still some white noise in the background, but when I overlay music on top of that, you don't really hear it as much. So it's not a huge problem for me, but I really do enjoy this microphone, the Rode Go mic. I showed you earlier on the iPhone. It's really great. It's a wireless lavalier mic and it sounds really well, as you can tell from the video. When I'm on my iPhone though, there's one other microphone that I like to use very constantly, and that is this one right here. I've done a video on this before. It's the Rode VideoMic Me L. This is a spectacular microphone for your iPhone that is less than $100. It's great for narration and making your own Foley sound effects. Comes with one of these fluffs. So that way, if you have wind that you need to get rid of, then it's all clear. Another microphone I use is this shotgun mic. I usually mount this onto my Sony camera, but I'm gonna start using this Go mic a little bit more and kind of switch between the two. This one I usually use when I'm indoors sitting down in a chair, but right now I'm vlogging and moving around a lot, so I don't wanna have to deal with this, thus the Go mic. Now let's talk about cameras. This was my very second camera, not my first. The first camera I donated to my sister for her to use. It was a camcorder, it was a white camcorder. And then I upgraded to this camera, which is my mother's camera. It's this is the SX30IS. They don't even make these anymore. That should tell you a little bit how old this is. We've had this in the family for many years. But the thing that I didn't like about this camera is that it doesn't really have any settings. There's no ISO, I can't change the aperture. The only thing I can really change is if I can zoom in or zoom out and the color temperature. Both tools are very very important, and that's where I learned most of my grading examples before post, but this wasn't the ideal tool I wanted. So I started saving up money and I got myself what I'm using right now, the Canon 60D. This is a wonderful camera. I love to use it for vlogging because the screen can flip out and I can see myself. That's always something very ideal I want for myself. And here's a quick pro tip for you guys. I had a huge problem with Canon cameras when it came to focusing on my face with the kit lens. So what I do now to make sure that it's in focus is I zoom in all the way and then I adjust the focus until it looks great. Ooh, right there. That's my focus point. Then I zoom out to the point I want right there, and I'm all set to go. Now I have my focus. Then eventually I upgraded to this camera, the Sony a6000. I always go over what two cameras I use in my description box because I only use these two, the Canon 60D and the Sony. This is the camera I use for like super cinematic shots. So this is the camera I use for the Jakers vlog. I didn't really know how to use slow-mo back then, so it was kind of like rough. But this shoots in 4K, 60 frames per second. This shoots at 1080p and 120 frames per second. This is my B-roll camera. If I ever want to get shots of something that I'm talking about, then this is the camera I use. That leads me to another tip. B-roll is very, very important. I've done a couple videos on B-roll and I'll link them below so that you guys can get a more full experience other than this brush through I'm about to do for you. B-roll is essentially shots that you're overlaying on top of this footage right now. This is my A shot, my A roll. This is what you guys are seeing constantly, and then my B-roll goes on top of it so it can actually support what I'm saying, supports my narrative. So when I'm talking about gear and you saw that video of the gear on the table, that would be B-roll, something that supports my story. When you guys are filming a vlog, there's two things you guys should keep in mind. What I noticed over the years is that when I go back and watch my own vlogs to critique myself, I've always enjoyed the ones more when I'm moving rooms a lot. So this morning I woke up in bed and I filmed that, and then it showed me getting dressed, and then I got to that couch and then the table, and now I'm back over here. When you move around like that, it gives it a more energetic pace and it makes it easier to follow. But it does really help when you can go different places in your house, in your office. If you are really, really limited, you have one room that you can film in, try filming at the table, try sitting down on the floor. Just start going random places, sit on top of the table even. And the other tip is getting really, really weird angles. This angle right here, this is nice for me because I like having this corner in the back and you have a window on each side of me. When I'm filming B-roll specifically, I will get creative with my angles. I'll go under, I'll go over, I'll go side to side, I'll go zooming in, I'll go zooming out, running up, running back. All these crazy things, like just get creative with it. Just get creative. I just keep experimenting, keep trying new things, and this is what I come up with. This super neat idea on how to vlog and actually move around a bit. That's it. That's the entire video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for me, when I first started out in vlogging, I had zero help. So personally for me, when I am giving you videos like this, I'm thinking about what I wish I kind of had when I first started out. So I'm hoping that this was helpful for you guys that are starting out or still need some tips on vlogging. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.